Hello, Dave here for Gaming with Swag. Today we're going to review the Star Trek Attack Wing Independence Faction Pack, a Motley Fleet. It is 4 unique ships. We have the Maquis Raider, we have a Vidiian Battlecruiser, we have a Dauntless class independent ship, and we have an Andorian Battlecruiser. We'll start out with the Andorian Starship. 3142. For a 16 SP, nothing special there. You can get the upgraded version for an extra 5 SP, which adds an extra hull. When a friendly ship within range 1 is defending, so if you keep your fleets close, that friendly ship may roll 1 extra defensive die. If that friendly ship is an Andorian ship, it may also convert a blank into a maneuver. So, if you are playing with multiple Andorian ships, you would get 2 extra defensive dice. Well, I shouldn't say that. You get 1 extra defensive dice, but you also would get to convert a blank into a maneuver, which could be advantageous. If the attacking ship is I do believe that's a Vulcan symbol, Vulcan ship, that friendly ship may also add 1 extra maneuver. So, if you are being attacked by a Vulcan ship and you have another Andorian ship next to you, you theoretically would roll an extra defensive dice and could potentially earn 2 extra maneuvers. Ship is pretty standard as far as movement goes. It does have a 3 come about. It's not very fast, max speed of 4, and no reverse. You have Captain Telev. This is from the Star Trek Enterprise TV show. When this ship spends a maneuver or battle station token, target a friendly ship at range 1 to 2. Place a token of the same type beside the target ship. So if you use one of those tokens, you can give it to a friendly ship at range 1 to 2, which we just discussed that if you stay within range 1 of another Andorian ship or friendly ships, you get bonus advantages. We have Tar. Remove this card from play and target an opposing ship at range 1. Discard a captain card or admiral card equipped to the target ship. So, if you can close to within the enemy of 1, it sounds very simple that you can get rid of an enemy captain card, which would be highly advantageous. It is a 5 SP. It's a risky play, considering that this ship does not have much as far as shields or hull. But if you could get close and make it work to kill a captain out, that could deal a death blow to a ship flying around without captains with extra dice or conversions or extra rolls and stuff like that. Next up, we have the Andorian Imperial Guard. It may only be equipped to Twi'lek, Sharan, or an Andorian Captain. When attacking with an independent weapon upgrade, place 2 time tokens on this card. This ship rolls additional attack dice, this attack equal to the number of time tokens on the independent weapon upgrade being used. Next up, we have Enhanced Shield Emitters. Increases the ship's shield value by 2. You may flip up to 2 disabled shield tokens on the ship to their active sides during the combat phase. At the end phase, you may repair 1 shield on this ship. Extra shields would be fantastic to have on something like this, especially if you have Tara and she could get close, kill an enemy captain. You have some extra shields. You can take some hits that it takes to get there. And if you're playing the long game, that's what I would do. Next up, we have Species 116 Starship. It is a Dauntless class, 2 attack dice, 2 defensive dice, 4 shield, 4 hull. Not a hard hitter at all. 2 attack dice, are not going to get you very far in this game, especially if the other team is already using one maneuver, plus with the converts and battle stations. This would not be a good attack ship. It could be good for objectives, though, because it can take a beating, especially if you upgrade it. You end up with 2245 and a 23 SP cost, so not a very expensive ship, but it has a lot of hull and shields. You may equip a crew member upgrade as the captain of the ship. If you do, it counts as the captain instead of a crew upgrade, and its captain skill is its printed SP cost plus 3. You may not equip an admiral card to the ship. I would choose something like maybe a Tom Paris. He's a fairly cheap card. You get an extra defensive dice, which would put you at 3 defensive dice, plus your shields and your hulls, would give this ship quite a good defense, and then that saves you a lot of points for adding upgrades. Fairly fast, 5 straight ahead, no come about. It does have hard right and left turns at a 3. Arduous for the captain. For the setup, select a captain's card with a printed cost of 4 SP or less. Arduous has the ability of that captain card this game. That doesn't really sound like it's going to help. Most captain cards with a 4 SP or less don't have really good abilities that I know of. I know there's a handful. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I think you'd be better off just picking a decent crew member and making them the captain of your ship. And most likely that would exceed a 6th anyway, or at least be the same. Next up we have particle synthesis. When defending, before the roll attack dice step, you may roll exactly 1 defensive die that cannot be rerolled or modified. If you roll a blank, the attacking ship must choose a new legal target for the attack. If no other target can be chosen, the attack is canceled and this card must be discarded. I think this ship is a defensive beast, is how I would set this up for. So I would want to take the hits on it, or draw the fire from me and let, let's say, some Klingon ships that usually roll many attack dice, or something like the Enterprise D or E, where you can roll more attack dice and try and put hits on. I could see this being useful if you're doing a mission or something like that you need to deflect your shots onto your other friendly ships so that this ship can survive. Next up, we have a Maquis Starship. Tiny little ship, 2 attack dice, 3 defensive dice because it's highly maneuverable, 3 hull, 2 shields for 13 SP, or you can upgrade it for 18 SP, adding an extra shield, where you may equip the inertial compensators upgrade to the ship for free without requiring an upgrade slot. Also, when attacking, if the defending ship is hit, place an auxiliary token beside the defending ship. I like that. I like giving opponents auxiliary tokens. It prevents them from doing come-abouts or horde right turns. And usually most people, if they have an auxiliary token, always do a green maneuver. So you know they're not going to get away very quickly. And considering that this Maquis Raider is very maneuverable, it's not fast, but it does have a come-about and it has a hard left and right turn, you should be able to possibly get a couple shots off before the enemy can clear their auxiliary and come back at you. And here's the free inertial compensators. This ship must have a come-about maneuver on its maneuver dial to equip this card. After performing a bank or turn maneuver with a speed of 2 or greater, place an auxiliary token beside this ship. Rotate this ship 180 degrees, even if its base overlaps another ship's base. So, again, if you can keep a ship in your firing arc, you might be able to get a shot or 2 off, causing them an auxiliary. Granted, you ended up with an auxiliary if you use this, but a rotated come about, you can possibly hit a couple targets very quickly. Next, we're going to go with Thomas Raker. Thomas Raker, you do not pay a faction penalty when equipping this card to a Federation ship, so this can be used as an independent card or a Federation card. For the end phase, this ship may perform a maneuver on its dial with a speed of 2 or less. Yeah, it's just free movement. I would, you know, if you're making a hard turn to try and get around somebody, or if you're trying to run, you get a free 2 after every end phase, at the start of end phase. We are going to go ahead and do Tiro Adonis. For the planning phase, target a crew upgrade equipped to an opposing ship at range 1 to 2. Place a time token on that target crew upgrade, basically disabling it for 1 round. At the end phase, target a crew upgrade with a time token on it equipped to the opposing ship. Add 1 time token to the target crew upgrade instead of removing a time token. Next up, we have Maquis Tech Dix. After attacking, this ship may perform a 1 straight or left or right bank maneuver. It's 5 SP. I don't know if you'd be able to couple this with the Raker one where you get a 2, because then theoretically you'd be able to move, and then you'd be able to move 3 straight or 3 left or right bank after every turn. Another thing this says is that after attacking. So possibly if you had this with you, the advantageous part would be that you could move out of somebody's firing arc and save getting shot at. But for a 5 SP, that's a risky maneuver. It has a tech upgrade, class 4 Cloaking Device. Place 2 time tokens on this card. Perform a cloak action as a free action, even if it is not on this ship's action bar. Then this ship may perform a sensor echo action as a free action, even if it is not on its action bar. Boy, if you had Thomas Raker and you had the 1 maneuver after moving, and you could do a sensor echo and cloak, this ship would be theoretically very easy to try and get out of people's firing arcs every turn, if you're able to do that right. Michael Jonas. Place 2 time tokens on this card and target an opposing ship at range 1 to 2. The target ship cannot perform a maneuver with a speed greater than 2 this game round. Next up, we have Enhanced Phasers. After the ship attacks with its primary weapon, the ship may make an attack with its primary weapon targeting a different opposing ship at its primary firing arc. So you can attack 2 ships at once with Enhanced Phasers. Something I would do, considering that this Maquis ship probably isn't going to be landing a whole lot of hits, but if you can hit the ship once, cause them to use their evade token or their battle station, hitting it again should be able to land at least 1, maybe possibly 2 damage to it. And the 4th ship in this set is the Vidiian Starship. It has 3 attack dice, 2 defensive dice, 5 hull, and only 2 shields with a 21 SP cost. Or you can upgrade for 23 to 3253, getting an extra shield and the ability during the combat phase to disable any number of active shields on this ship and target an opposing ship within range of 1 to 3. Disable the same number of active shields -1 on the target ship. So if you are attacking and you know that you will not be attacked, let's say you have 3 shields, you could disable 3 of your shields and disable 2 of the enemy's shields, plus rolling 3 attack dice. I don't see that as ability that'll come into play too much, because with the 3 shields, most likely the first time you get shot at, you're going to lose your shields, and that's going to get rid of the ability to even disable your shields. Surprisingly, this large ship has a 3 come about and also a 3 hard left and right turn. Next up, we have Vidiian Captain. During the planning phase, target 1 opposing ship at range 1. Disable 1 crew upgrade equipped to that target ship. And that is the only captain that came with this set. Maturo. For an action, discard this card and target an opposing ship at range 1 to 2. Discard a crew member upgrade equipped to the target ship. This ship may perform a maneuver on its dial with a speed of 3 or less. If it does, it cannot attack this game round. So you can kill one of the enemy's crew members at a range of 1 to 2. Vidiian Solidarity, only be equipped to a Vidiian Captain. When the ship or the card equipped to it disables or discards a crew upgrade equipped to an opposing ship, place 1. Let's see what this is. I will have to put in the video what that is. Place 1, I'm not sure what that new token is on this card. When an independent crew upgrade or captain equipped to its ship would be discarded, you may discard 1 of the same type of token on this card instead. Next, we have Hypothermic Charge. This lets you roll 3 attack dice at a range of 1 to 2. So when you're attacking, place 2 time tokens on this card and target an opposing ship. All damage inflicted by this attack ignores the defending ship's shields. If the defending ship has no active shields, you may reroll any number of attack dice. It's only 3 attack dice. You don't get any modifiers on that I know of. But with a 4 SP cost, the shots go straight to the hull. Advantageous for ships that's already taken some damage to the hull or has already landed some criticals. That could be the killing blow, especially for Klingon ships that need shields to cloak, but their hulls are pretty high. If you just can put the hits right to the hull, that would work. And lastly, we have Repurpose Cargo Hold. This card counts as a crew member upgrade, a tech upgrade, or a weapons upgrade. Add 1 tech or weapons upgrade to this ship's bar. Basically, how I read this, for 2 SP on an independent ship, you can change a crew member slot over to another tech or weapons upgrade, but it costs you 2 additional SP. I don't think I would ever use this and waste the 2 SP. There's more than enough good cards that have been already printed for different factions and sets that you could just pay the penalty and stick that card with it. Thanks again for listening. This is Dave from Gaming with Swag, and we just reviewed the Star Trek Attack Wings Independent Faction Pack, A Motley Fleet.